Hi everybody, this is Sam with Python Basics, and we're going to be back with the Itertools module, and we're going to look at a really interesting one called Dropwhile, and we're going to be using a weird function called lambda. It's episode 126, you can search for it for lambda, and then also shuffle from the random module, and I'll have all this down in the I'll have the prerequisites down in the bottom. So alright, let's just get to it. So from Itertools import Dropwhile as drop. Alright, and now that I think about it, we'll even do you can't see that. There we go. Okay, so we know to run help on drop. This is going to read weird, and I'm going to explain it. I'm going to show you an example, and it'll make sense. So, alright. Drop items from the iterable while the predicate item is true. Afterwards, return every element until the iterable is exhausted. So, alright. Basically, if we interpret this and we read this correctly afterwards, so while this should also have the first, if you were to add drop the item from the iterable while predicate is true the first time. So let's do this and I'll show you. So alright, oh, also we won't use this right now, but from random import shuffle. Okay, alright, so what I did is I want you to think about like speeds of a 40-yard dash. So alright, Sam, and I already have these in order. So alright, now we're going to use, we're not going to shuffle these yet because I want to show you. So alright, we're going to use this as our variable. So it's an itertool, so it's going to make an iterator. So drop lambda. Okay, you know you spelled it right when it goes the color of the keyword. X. We're going to check this off the second item. So X. And I want to make this, what I say, 4.5, and then we're going to check it against Y. So, alright. Now print list check. Close this out. So, alright. This is going to look weird. So, okay. And basically, the way that you read this is until alright, so this is the first true, correct? So this is the first one that's greater than 4.5. I got these like 4.5 seconds. I'm really fast. 4.1, I'm really slow. That's probably more like my speed. Okay, probably 6 seconds in the 40-yard dash. So okay, alright, but now if I shuffle this, I'm gonna show you. Shuffle Y. So now let's run this again. Let's run this again. Run this again. Oops. I want to show you. It's not doing what I want. There we go. One more. Let's see if I can get it just there. Okay. So this is what I want you to see. Is that's the full length. So and let's get rid of this. And let's run this again. So alright. This is how I want you to see this. So when it's in the full list, these are true until it gets to here, and then this is false. Okay? So let's pull back up help. drop. So, all right. Drop items from the iterable while the predicate is true. Afterwards, return so first time it's true, then stop, and then return every item left over in the iterable. So, all right. In this grouping, all of these were shuffled. These were randomly sorted. But I want to show you is that once it got to this 4.9, it stopped and returned the rest of the iterator. So it is going to go and check this. So if I were to have these in order and then go back down, so here, to really bring this home, we're going to print y right here. So if we look, every single time the first place that it stopped was the 4.9. So in our full list, this is in our unsorted list, this is the only thing that comes out. Then in our randomly shuffled list of tuples, once it got to this where it failed, where it became the first, where it was the first false, it stopped and it returned everything else in the list as an iterator. And then I turned it back into a list so we could see it. So, all right. And you might say, why in the world would this be handy? Well, let's say you had times and you sorted it by, and you had it sorted by the last place, and you wanted the list of everybody slower than 4.5. You wouldn't have to iterate through this over and over and over again, and it would be much faster, because if you're doing a list of thousands and thousands of athletes, or let's say you were doing a grade or a race of scores who were most accurate and was the fastest being turned in. So you'd sort them in time, and then you would see who had the most accurate and first. So you wouldn't have to double sort. So it's very interesting, but once you really wrap your head around it, it can be a very handy tool. So you wouldn't have to do a double sort on something. This will do it for you. So, all right, there we go. That is the Dropwhile method from Itertools. And we have a couple prerequisites. Hope those are helpful, but went way over what I wanted to do. But as always, thanks for watching. Don't forget to click that like and subscribe button, and the most important, the notification bell. And please leave any comments, questions, or my absolute favorite, any video requests, and I'll get right to them. Thanks, guys. Stay tuned, and we'll see you next time.